The Honorable Tom Tancredo.
Thank you, John. It's absolutely true that I don't think I've had this suit on since I left Congress, because today I had to kind of search through the closet to find it. But because when I left, I did give away most of my suits and tried to give away most of my ties, but nobody would take them.
And it looks a little snug on you this morning.
Yeah, that's true. It does. It feels a little snug this morning. Anyway, it's a pleasure to be here. You know, the media would have you think that the race is essentially over. After all, you know, big wins in Florida that have changed the entire course of this primary race. Untrue. Right now, Governor Romney has 89 votes. You need 1,140 when this thing is over with, right? And the other candidates have far fewer. This thing is far from over. And that's important for you to understand, that this race has just begun, in fact. And we have a chance to do something quite historic, I think. And that is to actually vote for somebody, and hopefully have somebody running for president as a result of our vote and his success in the primary, who is something other than what I call a composite candidate. For I don't know how long, that is what we have seen presented to us for our vote. Composite candidates. People whose positions are nuanced to fit the time and place in which they are speaking. They take a part of somebody here and a part of something here and a part of something there and put together a candidate for that event or for that place or for that primary. Then after that is over with, they take it all apart, reconstruct it over here to win the general. Now we've seen this happen over and over again. And it leaves you really wondering what that person is all about, because the component parts aren't necessarily who that person really is. Well, I think, and I believe with all my heart, that what we have here is the real thing. There are no component parts. It is, in fact, someone who tells you exactly what he thinks, what he's going to do if you elect him, and all those things that he thinks and what the things that he's going to do are things that I believe are necessary. There are great issues facing us, of course. There always are. But I don't think there is anything, and I know some of you will be surprised when you hear this, I don't think there's anything more important than what is happening to the family structure in America today. This is the basis of our society. It is, in a way, the basis of Western civilization. It is under attack and has been for decades. Our tax policies, other social policies, are working as hard as they can to destroy that family structure. Someone has to stand up and say, that I am drawing a line in the sand here. No, we will not go any farther in that direction. Not with tax or social policies. It is imperative for this nation to survive to have a strong family structure. One man, one woman, the children thereof. There is another issue that I think is relatively important, and that I, of course, have spoken of on many occasions, and that is the issue of immigration. Relatively few candidates are willing to address it. I think the RNC has probably mentioned to some of them or to their campaigns that you should stay away from this issue. It can only harm you. I certainly do not believe that is true. The fact is, when you are looking at something like a little over 9% unemployment rate, and who knows what the real unemployment rate is in this country, it's far greater than that. When you're looking at that and you recognize that we are importing about 1.25 million people every year legally, on top of however many million people come into this country illegally, you recognize something is wrong. How can we be doing that? Why are people unemployed here, and yet we are bringing more and more people, low-skilled, low-wage workers into this country to take jobs that, quote, no American would take, which is bunk. And again, few candidates are willing to address that. The issue of both legal and illegal immigration. It's important. It is an incredibly significant factor in terms of trying to get our ship of state headed in the right direction. Rick Santorum is willing to do that, and for those reasons, and a host of others that I don't have time for here today, I will tell you, I believe this is the best man, non-composite candidate that we could possibly put forward for the presidency of the United States, Rick Santorum. Thanks very much.